Most people are taught to fix problems, repair what's broken, adapt, push through, endure. The very wealthy aim to remove the problem entirely. They redesign the situation, replace the system, or acquire a solution that prevents the issue from recurring. The difference isn't effort, it's leverage. One approach manages friction, the other eliminates it. While others struggle, they acquire solutions, using money not as a reward, but as a tool to eliminate friction. At that level, obstacles aren't endured or solved step by step. They're bypassed entirely. That's the real divide, not luxury, but leverage. Most people instinctively fix problems themselves, repair, learn, troubleshoot, fueled by pride and DIY culture. It feels responsible, but it consumes finite energy, attention, and time. The wealthy operate differently. They don't ask, "How do I fix this?" They ask, "Who already solved this?" They hire experts, implement systems, or replace failing infrastructure. Their identity is tied to eliminating friction, not personal competence. Fixing is reactive. It narrows focus and traps you in maintenance. Buying solutions is strategic. It preserves attention, keeps you operating at a high level, and lets decisions compound. The difference isn't just efficiency, it's exponential over time. One person becomes skilled at managing friction. The other becomes skilled at avoiding it. Money can be earned back, reputation can be rebuilt, mistakes can be corrected, time can't. The wealthy treat time as a non-renewable asset. They avoid learning unnecessary skills, fixing problems someone else has already solved, or troubleshooting issues with optimized answers. Every hour saved is leveraged for scaling, investing, and high-impact decisions. Buying solutions collapses time. It skips frustration, trial and error, and amateur phases delivering immediate outcomes. Healthcare, security, logistics, same problems, wildly different timelines. One loses weeks, the other loses hours. This speed compounds. While one is still fixing yesterday's problem, the other is executing the next move. But the real edge comes when speed meets quality, and that's where buying solutions becomes truly unfair. The myth that doing it yourself guarantees quality is just that, a myth. DIY often leads to mediocrity, while pre-built solutions carry expertise refined through repetition and optimization. The wealthy don't just save time, they buy concentrated expertise, years of knowledge in instant execution. In business, they acquire tools, hire specialists, and even purchase entire teams. While smaller operations learn by trial and error, burning time and energy, the result is predictable. One moves fast and precise, the other slow and uncertain. Momentum compounds, and the gap only widens, a mindset that scales far beyond personal convenience or business efficiency. Once you see the pattern, it's everywhere. Big problems aren't fixed, they're funded. The wealthy don't tackle issues one by one. They create organizations, bankroll systems, and underwrite solutions. In business, the same logic applies. Why rebuild or fix inefficiency when you can acquire or replace entire structures? Capital doesn't improve tools, it creates markets for eliminating problems. Shifting focus from effort to high-quality decisions and quietly redefining intelligence in the modern world. For most of history, fixing was necessary. Repair, learn, adapt. Today, solutions abound, experts are accessible, and capability isn't the bottleneck. Judgment is. Wealthy don't pride themselves on doing everything. They pride themselves on avoiding involvement, which consumes attention. In a world full of solutions, the smartest move isn't faster fixing, it's better choice. And you don't need extreme wealth to adopt this mindset. You just need to stop glorifying struggle. Most people hear this and think, so I just need to be rich. It's not about money, it's about mindset and mental positioning. The wealthy don't ask, how do I do this myself? They ask, is this worth my time? That shift changes everything. Instead of engaging with every problem, they evaluate opportunity cost, outsource low-value tasks, buy systems, and use proven frameworks. Capability feels good, but leverage scales. Time saved becomes fuel for strategy, creativity, and high-impact decisions. When you stop glorifying struggle, stress loses its grip, decisions get faster, and progress accelerates quietly. While others are still fixing, you've already moved on. Most people believe success comes from fixing more problems. In reality, it comes from touching fewer of them. The future doesn't belong to the hardest workers. It belongs to the fastest decision makers, the ones who buy outcomes instead of effort, the ones who eliminate friction instead of wrestling with it, the ones who understand that problems aren't tests of character, they're choices. And once you start thinking this way, the world starts behaving differently. Not because problems disappear, but because you stop carrying them. You begin to route them elsewhere into systems, specialists, or decisions that prevent them from settling on your shoulders in the first place. The weight doesn't vanish. It just stops being yours to hold. If this way of thinking feels uncomfortable, that's the point. These are the frameworks quietly used by people who move faster, scale smarter, and stay ahead of the curve. And if you want more breakdowns on wealth psychology, elite decision-making, and the hidden rules that actually shape success in the modern world, make sure you subscribe and stay connected, because the next shift most people miss is already happening.